Hello, people. How is it going? Today we've got a very special live stream, an extra time Champions League edition. Of course, the draw was today. I've got my good friend, Andrew the Winter Surfer. How are you, Andrew?
Friends a bit too much, but acquaintance maybe. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
to go.
Indiana. Anyways, Indiana's just messaging me to change the title. But I'll try and do that now. But please, if you're watching, smash the like button, share it with your friends, share it with your cousins, share it with your mum, your dad. Share it with your dog if you really want. If your dog likes football, please try and get us out there. Much appreciated. I think we're on the road to 1K. Big things coming up on the channel. A lot of different types of content, bit of everything. More of a grounded talk if you like that. We have banter shows as well, which are weekly. And obviously the offside rule on Fraud Watch, which I think is what this channel is known for. But yeah, we've got some big news. Big news in the last day, including the draw. But we've got some comments here first. Mustafa says, Ronaldo is a snake and I hope he bottles the Champions League. That's a bit bitter, isn't it? Very bitter.
Very bitter.
All right. Gio, big up Gio says big up the Winter Surfer.
Hello, Gio. Thanks for taking our players.
All right. He's here.
Hello,
Brian.
He's there inwhere. Loudemers. And he doesn't speak. There we go.
Lanzi says Zuma is the best French centre-back. That's until Koundé signs.
Hi.
Hi, Brian. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Where's everyone else?
Ahmed said it'll be 30 minutes. He's currently at McDonald's.
Where's Ryan?
No idea.
Cool. Never mind.
How
are you, Andrew? Hi. Well,
you just
good, Prime. How are you?
I did.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
Okay.
Sound like a robot, Andrew. Andrew, speak.
Hello.
Oh, you're fine. It might have just been a minute ago or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Bell says big up. Vibes FC 7th Ballon d'Or incoming.
Who thought Messi? Messi's not getting it till Jorginho won the Uefa Player of the Year.
Yeah. I mean,
but you know what? I don't advocate for diving, but our players need to start diving a lot more. Need to stat pad some penalties. Where's Jorginho? Just to confirm the Ballon d'Or, because I don't trust Messi. He's in the French league. He'll bag 3 hat-tricks in a row, and people will give it to him.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got another visitor. Hello, Christian. One of the United fans we tolerate. How are you, Christian? Are you good?
I'm well, man. How are you?
Jesus, your voice is deeper than it already was. I don't know how that's happened, but here we are. It's happened. I mean, we've got the Prime. Are you going to share the thing? I have got a thing just in case. If you don't want to show, if you can't share your screen,
I will bring it up. Don't worry.
I do have that, but it's up to you. We're going to start with Man United, aren't we? Because Christian, obviously, I don't know how long Christian can stay, but I want to get his thoughts on the group. Shall we?
Redemption in the Champions League.
Oh dear, his redemption.
How come they got a Europa League group in the Champions League?
I don't want to think about European competitions after last year, man.
So why have you come on the Champions League show then, Christian? If you don't want to talk about European competition.
I don't know.
Hey, Christian, let Ollie cook, man. Come on.
Hey,
let Ollie cook.
I let Ollie cook last year.
You weren't, but Pogba failed to stir it. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
Jesus God. But Christian, what do you think of the group?
I'm happy with the groups, to be honest. I wanted a bit more of a challenge because I was saying before the start, like I wanted like Bayern Munich or something because I wanted more of a challenge for United. I feel like we should be challenging these bigger teams.
More of a challenge. You didn't even beat Villarreal last time. You lost.
Yeah, but the thing is, we should beat Villarreal. Is my point. We should beat them. So for me, getting Atalanta and Young Boys on paper, it's not really much of a challenge. You know what I mean?
Hang on, didn't you lose to a Turkish team last year?
Istanbul big.
Yeah, but
That's what they're
Oli
called.
tax in it, but
Yeah,
He's
but
still there. What do you mean? Oli tax? He's still there.
yeah, but Andrew,
You
the
can't
greatest,
say-
but Andrew, the greatest midfielder in Premier League history slipped against their striker. So does it count?
who's the greatest midfielder in Premier League history?
Apparently, it's Gerrard, according to some people.
Oh man, if you believe that, I don't know for you, to be honest.
Well,
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I'm just saying.
Christian, what do you think of Atalanta? Because they're a well drilled team. Play decent football, quite nice football, if that's your type of thing. They've done well in recent years. They've got some good players that can. May they obviously broke through in the Euros on the right hand side. He could be a threat. Obviously, they've got Zapata still there. They've got Zapata and Luis
Yeah, he's
Muriel,
still there. Yeah.
who put up good numbers for them. They have decent midfield options. They have internationals as their midfield options. Do you think they're a threat?
They definitely have some players who could hurt us,
Mm.
but at the end of the day, we should beat them. It's
Yeah.
simple as that. I'm not hearing any excuses if we don't get a victory if we go there.
Yeah. I mean, who's the other team in there? Young Boys.
Young Boys.
You've played them in recent years, haven't you?
Yeah. In the 18-19 season, I think we played them.
Yeah. You beat them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Prime. What do you think of that group?
Man United's group. I think there is no excuses.
Oh,
for
wait,
them.
Prime. One more. I've just got to introduce not our final guest. Might be another one, but he's our favourite Liverpool fan. Sorry, O'Shea, if you're here. You're
Yeah, Velvet
you might be. It's not Vel. It's not Vel.
Oh.
But
Wait, Rams.
Don't. Are you mocking me, Prime?
Yes, I'm
Anyway.
mocking you.
Invite Sonny.
We've got Ryan.
Yeah, big up, guys. Cheers for having me on again. Yeah, cheers for having me on, man.
No problem. No
I didn't create this account, but thank you.
Oh, sure.
Oh my God.
Sure. Yeah.
I shouldn't have done that.
But
That'd be
Prime.
That'd
What
be
do you think of the
Someone
group?
take that Velvet Champagne.
Shut up, Andrew. No one asked. What? No one asked, Andrew. Speaking of United's group, I think there's no excuses. They should go out, or no, they should go. Sorry, they should go out.
Yeah.
They should go through from that group. Man United like to talk about how great their team is. They got the best, left back and best centre back and world class Pogba and world class what's his name, Bruno, Rashford and Martial, all these sort of players. Greenwood's this generational talent. There's no excuses to come out of this group at all. And again, they can talk about Ollie all they want, but they can't gas up all these players and them not to deliver.
I
Is this
agree.
true, Prime?
What?
Look at the comment.
Anyway, they can't gas up. As I was saying before you interrupted me, well, they can't gas up all these players for them not to deliver. I think, again, a lot of people are disrespecting United this season. I think they could. I put them as dark horses for the league. Maybe they could do something in the Champions League, and I think a lot of it will rest on Pogba. He started first game of the season. He started 4 assists or something. We know he's got the talent. And I think if he shows up this season and he's consistent throughout, there's no telling what United can do.
Andrew, what? Yeah, go on. Andrew.
No, go on. Sorry.
I was just going to ask you, Andrew, what do you think? So, please speak. Go on.
Looking at that group, there's no excuse for United to at least get 12 points. 6 against Young Boys and then the home games against Villarreal and Atalanta. There's no excuse for me on paper for them not to get 12 points at least, which will put them through to the knockout stages. Away might be a bit different. Atalanta and Villarreal. Villarreal very
fans back as well. Yeah,
fans back as well. But on paper, I do think they'll get at least second in that group. It's easier than last year's one. With RB Leipzig and PSG in there. So for me, I expect them to at least get second in that group. No excuse for me. I expect maybe Atalanta to go through.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the group. If you look at Villarreal without Emery, I think
Am I still coming through Androidy?
a tiny
robot
bit,
voice.
but it's not. It's not.
No, it's okay. It's
Okay.
okay. You sound like
You sure?
you sound like the Winter Soldier. It's fine.
So okay, thank you.
But yeah, Ryan, what do you think of United's group? Do you think there's any threat of them going out?
Nah, I think in all seriousness, they don't go out this year. Like in the group, I mean, like Villarreal. Like I know they beat them in the Europa League final, but they're not that good in it. They're not a great team, to be honest. Like
I'm gonna pop out and pop back in again.
That's
yeah.
cool, Andrew.
Who else have they got? They've got who else have United got again? Atalanta. Yeah, we played Atalanta last year. Like I expect we beat them 5-0 away as well. Yeah, we lost 2-0 to them at home, but we played like quite a weakened side for that game from what I remember. Like we'd made quite a lot of changes, I remember, for that game. But they should be beating Atalanta as well. And I think the other team's young boys, like they'll do them easy. Yeah, I think United really should be finishing top of the group, and worst case scenario, they finish second. Like I expect them to get through. I mean, last year they had even though they did bottle it in the last 2 games when they only needed 1 point, I think, out of 2 games. There were 2 decent sides in PSG and Leipzig, and they're a whole level above what they've got in this group. So yeah, they should be getting through this group pretty easily, to be honest. If they don't, then that's like a massive sackable offence, in my opinion, if they don't get through that group.
Yeah, I honestly, looking back on it, I can't believe United got knocked out of that group last year, because I know it was a tough group. If you look,
I think it was more the position they put themselves in.
Yeah,
and the way they went out, that was like the biggest shock. Because when the draw came out, if you'd have told me that United would make Europa, I wouldn't have been that surprised, because PSG and Leipzig are 2, strong sides last season. But I think after winning their first 2-3 games, whatever it was, for them not to have gotten through from that point is pretty criminal, to be honest. I can't lie.
I agree.
Yeah, especially with a Thomas Tuchel PSG, which was on its last legs.
Yeah.
And a Leipzig team, which are good, Leipzig team.
But then we dispatched Leipzig easily in the knockout. Like really, and that was when we were in very bad form as well in the league, and we just dispatched Leipzig easily. So Leipzig were definitely there to be beaten.
Haven't they just bought? Didn't Leipzig just buy that striker? What's his name?
Andre Silva.
Andre Silva.
Yeah. Andre Silva.
So so I'm on the Champions League Twitter.
Yeah.
So watched it and they did all these polls and stuff. Should we fill them out?
If you want. I mean,
So who do we think is going through?
Is there a predictor
United
on the Champions League website? Is there actually a
Champions League website?
Yeah, there? I'm not saying there is. I'm saying is there?
I'll find out.
But Christian, I'm going to ask you this: who do you think will be the main guy for Manchester United in this group stage? Do you think Ollie will rotate players like Bruno out of the team for maybe a Van der Beek in like young boys at home, for example? Do you think there'll be any players getting more game time than they would have in the league, or do you think Ollie's just going to play the main guys in every game just to make sure you go over the line?
I think he will rotate, but I don't think it will be Van der Beek, simply because from what we've seen before, it just won't be Van der Beek. I just don't think Ollie's a fan of him, really. But I do predict there will be some rotation. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of threats on. I don't know any players that play for young boys. I honestly don't know one player.
Maybe
Too young. You don't know yet. Too young.
Andrew, let's not go down this road.
No, I mean they're unknown. They're unknown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
18, probably 18, 21. We don't know.
I'm guessing we're all predicting United to finish top, 100%.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna.
It's tight between Villarreal and Atalanta, to be honest.
I love it. I'm gonna love it when some England fans still call them Atlanta.
Yeah. It's not the place in America, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I know Ryan didn't call them Atlanta, but I've had people go, yeah, they're playing Atlanta.
To be fair, I think Villarreal are going to go through. I don't know why.
I think Atalanta
that's
will.
the thing.
No, I think Villarreal will finish third, and then they'll go in the Europa League.
Oh yeah. Actually,
probably.
That's
true.
That's such an Unai Emery thing.
Yeah, that is written in the stars still.
Yeah. So
And
that pretty
Atalanta have a very good manager as well in Gasperini. Like,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put it past them to get to either. So it's a tight
And
one.
they didn't sell
still.
Zapata, Ryan, either. They didn't sell Zapata.
Yeah,
to go to
he's a
yeah.
good
Milan
player.
and sold him.
Yeah, he's a threat still. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so tight.
Yeah, Zapata is a good player. Muriel had a resurgence there as well at Atalanta. They use their wing backs. Gosens, who played in the Euros, got a few goal contributions in the Euros. They've got him as a threat.
Yes, he did.
Melee.
I'm surprised no one took the bait and didn't think of Eurotax and hasn't signed him. Surprised no one did.
Yeah, because Gosens has their asking price for Gosens was £20 million. Very cheap.
Oh, by the way, sorry. There's no the predictor
Yeah.
for the Champions League groups and stuff. It doesn't start yet. So I guess when it does come out, we can
we'll do it
we
then.
can do it.
Yeah.
But you can. There is fantasy football, which is interesting. So
Yeah, we'll do that near the time.
we might do
in
a
couple
fantasy
weeks.
football one.
You think they'll lose one game to young boys?
That would not surprise me.
Nah,
That would.
nah, I don't think. I don't think that happens still.
No, I think they did a double over young boys.
Yeah,
I think they might lose either.
I think
Atalanta.
United now, because United last season. I don't think you're. Well, there's only 2 games in, but I don't think you're the same team. You're going to be that naive.
I think we have to. The problem with predicting is there's still the transfer window still open. So it's like there's still going to be transfers coming into United. Possible Kieran Trippier, maybe Stan again if he doesn't go to Chelsea.
I don't think Trippier will happen.
Oh, I know, but then Varane, they've still got to bed in Varane.
Yeah. I think Varane would be crucial for United in the Champions League, just because of the experience that he brings in that competition.
Yeah. To be fair, it's a really United move for them to go and get Tchouaméni for 25 million at a cut price.
Man, I hope so. I hope so.
I think if they do a last bit of business, I could see it being that.
Don't want to wait for time, Man United. Come to a real club.
I think that is a bit too smart for Man United, though, to be honest.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much United's group wrapped up, isn't it? But is there anything?
Van der Beek's got to leave.
So we're saying we're going to put United then.
Yeah, United.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in this group that? I mean, we know Atalanta the past 2 seasons. So we know how much of an attacking threat they pose.
Yeah.
To teams.
But
Villarreal,
they open at the back.
They are very.
You've got Villarreal, Emery. You know, he is a tactician. Even though Villarreal don't have the best players, he is still a tactician. He can get
shit out
something
it at times.
Exactly. Though there's no penalty shootout to help.
You know what? I'm going Villarreal because I feel like in the Villarreal Atalanta games, which will matter, I think Emery will pull out the results still.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
Villarreal to top the group.
No, I think they'll top, but I think because I think it'll be between Villarreal and Atalanta the second and third. I think in those games, I think Villarreal might edge it still, just because Emery kind of knows how to get past these games.
So Villarreal top the group.
Nah, Villarreal comes second.
Yeah.
Oh, so imagine United fans would kill.
If we lost to Villarreal again, I would just lose my brain.
Just before we
United finishing second, I'm not going to lie.
Nah, I don't see it. I can't.
They shouldn't, and that's why they'll finish second.
Before we move on to what group are we going to go on to next, Prime? We're going to
let us go to.
Actually, you just pick one, Prime. But before we do that, there's 17 of you watching. If you can please like and subscribe, it'll be much appreciated. If you can share it as well, again, much appreciated. If you're watching on Twitch, come over to YouTube, drop a like and a subscribe. If you're on YouTube, go to Twitch, drop a follow. Please, it helps us massively. A lot of good content coming your way soon. So, sorry, Prime, carry on.
This group B, has, I would say, the second and third biggest teams in their own country. Atletico Madrid, Porto, Milan, and Leicester Pool Rovers.
Man said Leicester Pool. Jesus Christ.
I should have known.
But actually, Ryan, let's start with you. How are you feeling?
I'm all right with it, to be fair. On paper, it looks quite a difficult group, but when you deep it, Atletico, whilst they won the league, I still think we're a stronger team than them. With our strongest team, I still think we're stronger than them. and it's only really Suarez and Felix to fear in that team, in my opinion. At Porto, we always batter Porto anyway. We've done it a couple of years in a row recently. That we'll beat them, so I'm not too worried about them. And AC Milan just are nowhere near the side they were either. Like, to be fair, I think the trip to San Siro might be tough just because of the hostility of it. But I'm not. I think we'll top the group personally. I definitely expect us to get through. I don't expect us to go out in this because I just think we're still the strongest team out of all those four. So yeah, man. Obviously with Atletico Suarez coming back, stuff like that. That would be interesting. But yeah, I expect us to get past that. To be honest, I expect us to win that group still.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Do you agree with what Ryan said? Do you think Liverpool get through?
I do. Yeah, on paper, I think they are the strongest team. I don't have an issue with Liverpool's first team, maybe 15, 16 players, but overall, I worry about Liverpool's squad at the moment because I don't think that I don't think they bought anyone that significantly improves their squad at all, and I'm just worried. I'm not. When I say worried, I'm not really worried, but do you know what I mean? It's like
I get what you mean.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like
you'd be worried if you were a Liverpool fan. Is that what you mean?
I mean, I'd be worried if I was a Liverpool fan, just going through. It's just like rotating. Like you say, I think Porto are a dirty side. They are a dirty side. Yeah. We played them last year.
Quality Porto from what I remember.
But
they lack so much quality.
They're dirty though, and they can lay one on you like they tried to do us.
Tried to injure Pulisic, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Atletico Madrid are going to be stubborn, but they're going to be stubborn. But they're a year older, and I don't know how flurry they are. And Milan's the strange one because Milan played obviously United last season. The first leg I thought they were very good, but the second leg I didn't think they were very good against United. They're sort of the unknown. But I would pick Liverpool to top that group.
Yeah,
I would still pick them to top that group. They've got the most experience. They've got the best manager, and they've got the best what you would call their first 11 when all fit. I see them topping that group, but it's on paper it's very difficult. But I think Liverpool will just about top it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you are a Chelsea fan, and we played Porto last season.
Yeah.
And I think they had their two best players out, which are their goal scorers. I don't know what Porto's transfer activity actually was like this summer, so I could be wrong in what I'm saying here. But
do you think? Expert?
to be fair,
but do you think they could cause maybe not even to Liverpool per se, but do you think Porto can cause trouble and maybe finish second or even top it?
I honestly cannot predict this group. It's such a difficult group to predict because I think Porto are a better drill side than Milan, but I think Milan have more quality. And then obviously I think top two is going to be Liverpool. Yeah, but top two will probably be Liverpool, Atletico. See, fully fit Liverpool tops that group easily. They've just got to hope they don't get any injuries.
Yeah,
but it's still. I see Liverpool going to Atletico at their ground and potentially losing. But then I see Liverpool
right now in that game, to be honest.
I see Liverpool doing better against the smaller teams than Atletico. But I see Atletico doing well against Liverpool over the two games they played.
Really?
They're the sort that I think would get a result because of Simeone, and they did it a couple of years ago, obviously, as well.
Really?
But,
I could see Liverpool. No, I'm not saying they won't win, but I can see them sort of struggle against Porto and Milan, but they'll beat Atletico 2-3-0.
Maybe Porto. I don't see them struggling against Milan.
Milan are a very well drilled side.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of their manager, to be fair.
Yeah, but I like when we played them over 2 legs. Again, that's because they are out there attackers. But
Porto?
Defensively, I think they're well.
I think against Porto it'll be more of a test. Milan, I think Liverpool will easily beat.
Yeah.
No, I see them beating. I see them beating Porto. I think they'll have
Yeah,
to come through.
they probably
It's gonna
will.
be a bit of a
Yeah.
war.
Yeah, I think we beat Porto still.
You beat Porto at Anfield.
In Indiana, you are a United fan. Do you think
I am.
What?
thoughts on that group? Do you want your rivals to suffer and finish third?
No. We need Liverpool to go on in the Champions League and stretch their squad. So
Stretch their squad.
yeah, I need to see Oxlade-Chamberlain playing in the big games because Klopp would rather develop him than have money to buy players. You know.
Harvey
It's what
Elliott,
it
a
is.
right wing back.
That's right.
Yeah, but he's Harvey Elliott's better than Mount, so you know.
Anyway, Liverpool top the group. Atletico, Porto finished bottom of the group, in my opinion.
Porto.
Yeah, I'm going to say they finished bottom of the group.
I mean, do you guys think this is the group of death?
No.
No.
This is
actually.
a good group for Liverpool.
This is
Maybe
not a group of
Man
death.
City group, is an interesting one.
Yeah, that's the group of death if you're Club Brugge. That's just death. Might as well.
Oh yeah, that is just death. To be fair.
Is there a way that Club Brugge could just not give up the points without them playing?
Well, speaking of, one Roberts vlog says, "Big up the panel, everyone tuning in. Anyone know what group Doncaster are in the Champions League?"
He says
They're in
United,
the
he says United in the
trophy.
mud like Bristol Rovers are their rivals.
Yo, do you know what's funny? Arsenal weren't obviously in this draw. When is the Europa League draw? I thought, and then I realized, oh yeah, they're not even in that. And then I thought, oh, when's the Conference League draw? And I was like, oh yeah, they're not even in that.
Arsenal are taking part in the Carabao Cup draw.
Hey,
Oh
in the
yeah, I
Carabao-
was just
they're in the
assuming that
third round.
Arsenal were just in Europe, innit? It feels a bit weird. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. It's funny, but it feels a bit
Right. Do you know how weird it's gonna feel to not have Arsenal in the Prem? I'm waiting for that day.
Oh,
Anyway,
oh yeah.
we move on for the.
They actually found their level yesterday. They'll do well in the championship,
Well, they
Yeah.
played an under-21s championship.
Actually, yeah.
They're going to do all right in the Premier League, trust me. They got no cup games. They'll be fine. No European football.
You're just setting that up so when they're in relegation, you can laugh even more.
No. I genuinely believe they'll be in the top 7.
Do you know how shameless Arsenal fans are? Because they beat West Brom reserves 6-0, they think that suddenly they have a chance against Man City,
I'm saying they get a draw or a win against City.
Maybe.
Nah.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Indiana.
That's a question
Probably,
about
I don't
City
think so,
score.
but
I'm
maybe.
going
Never
for
know.
it. No. I just need to see Arsenal fans get really gassed and give it everything.
They did last night.
They're not getting on
Trust,
the next
trust
game.
the process.
Do you know? But did you see the this? I know this is going away from the Champions League, but did you see the celebration of their players?
Yeah.
I saw
It was
Aubameyang when
shameless.
he got the match ball at the end. That was a bit embarrassing. Still.
Yeah.
Did you see Aubameyang and Lacazette celebration doing the whole?
Embarrassing.
That was the first team squad as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
West
was.
Brom has like 5
Prime,
debuts on apparently as well.
When we go on to the next group, could we talk
Champions
about
or
the
you-
Chelsea group actually?
Champions.
Because I'm.
I thought we were going to do Man City since we brought them up.
Oh yeah,
first.
go on. Sure.
Then we'll go on to this. But I was going to trying to segue to it. But anyway, speaking of, fuck's sake, did someone mention the group of death?
Yes.
No.
We did.
Oh, speaking of group of death, Andrew, thank you. We've got Pep Guardiola, Flopacino. We've got Leipzig and Club Brugge. Who does Messi end up playing Thursday night football?
Oh,
Messi, Ronaldo. It can be Messi versus Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
I was quite surprised. I was expecting the PSG Barca thing to happen, so Messi goes back to Barca. So that's what I was expecting. So you just know that's going to happen some point this year.
If Barcelona can beat Benfica and get out of their group.
Only if PSG fall to third and they're in the Europa League. That's the only way it happens.
But yeah, I
think either PSG or City don't get out of the group.
Ooh, interesting.
One of them don't get out of the group. I'm saying Leipzig go through.
Jesse
Leipzig lost their manager, to be fair.
You know, Indiana's having flashbacks from last season.
No, I'm not at all. I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's very similar, isn't it? Apart from
It actually is, It actually is still.
Bruges, no one cares about, but Man City. If you saw Man City from Man United, then it's similar.
Also, let me answer this. I'm jealous of Poch because for the first time he has star players. No, I'm expecting him to win the Champions League because he's a world class
He
manager,
won't win the
the
Champions
greatest manager of all time. No, I know he won't win it, but the expectation should be for him to win it.
I'd be surprised if he won League One.
Well, you know,
He'll win League One by about 40 points. Bro.
Just wish
No,
too.
he won't. He
you
won't.
say that, but you know,
Hey man, you know.
Nah, come on, they're going to win League
I mean,
One. Like.
Leipzig are actually starting to play that Dominic Szoboszlai guy. He's been good.
He's
in
been
the
good
last
recently,
couple
apparently.
games.
Yeah.
and you've got you've got Man City. I mean, Club Brugge, they're going to finish bottom. So
Yeah.
with
I'd be surprised if
City,
they got a point,
with
bro.
City and PSG, how many goals can they put past Club Brugge combined?
Combined.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's 4
least.
games.
12.
12. Yeah, I agree. 12.
12 and
10
4
Oh, wait,
games.
you mean?
That's a
Sorry,
bit
you mean
low.
over the wait? No, it's 4 games, isn't it? So
Oh,
I'm
4
going to say
games.
20. I'm going to say 22.
I'm gonna say 19. 19.
Where are you getting 22 from?
Well, because they both played Bruges twice.
Yeah.
Does City really,
So-
you know, City in the group stage though? Do they really batter small teams? That's where they just beat
Yeah,
them 2-0
they do. They always
comfortably.
play. They always get an easy group. To be
All
fair.
I remember is them playing.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but what I mean is normally they beat them 2-0 and just coast. They
No,
never
no.
try
They win
too
the
hard.
games comfortably. Put it that way.
All I
Yeah.
remember is actually them playing Shakhtar Donetsk. And
You know
speaking
when
of
City
which,
tend to do really well is in the last 16. That's
They
the
haven't
round
finished
where
this
like
one,
that's
Brian.
their round.
this is the last time, or this is the first time in a while City have got a group of death. Because I remember the first time they were
First
in it.
time ever.
But for the first times they were in the Champions League. I remember they
Got,
kept facing Real
Dortmund,
Madrid.
Napoli, and
Yeah, they got a group of death
Yeah.
in 12-13 where they got
So that,
Madrid
like one of the
dumbass.
first times they were in it. But since then they've had to face Shakhtar Donetsk and stuff like that. So it's a
They
good.
had Bayern
It's
Munich
good.
one year.
Ca-
But
Would anyone actually be surprised though if Messi doesn't play Ronaldo? The bid goes through for Mbappe and PSG coming for Ronaldo. Anyone going to be shocked by that?
No,
wouldn't be
I wouldn't
shocked,
be shocked
but
with
I
that
wouldn't be
whatsoever.
shocked.
But
I wouldn't be shocked.
all right, Indiana, you're a coach. How does a front line of Messi, Di Maria, Neymar, and Ronaldo work?
Well,
Redeem-
Ronaldo plays in the 9.
Yeah,
Neymar plays on the left.
Messi on the right.
Messi plays
and then
on
Di
the right.
Maria sits on the bench.
Di Maria sits on the bench. Yeah, it's pretty
Imagine
simple.
having Di Maria on the bench.
That's mental.
Imagine having Di Maria on the bench with Ronaldo at top and still not winning the Champions League because of your manager.
Yeah. Imagine turning your team into the football version of the Harlem Globetrotters and still not winning the Champions League.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what. That's what O'Shea's calling them, the Paris Globetrotters. Oh
Yeah.
god.
they won't win the Champions. Like if they don't win the Champions League, I don't want to hear any Tottenham
Brian, why are you
fans.
setting up burners and typing in the chat?
That's not me. It's not me.
Yeah, sure.
Andrew, I'm not that sad. Okay.
Is that debate?
Oh, yeah. What do we? Shut up, Will. But yeah, who's topping this group? It's Man
I
City?
think PSG top it still.
Nah,
Yeah?
City.
That's
City.
Yeah.
second.
Okay, so let's go through it. Will, what's your 2? Or your 3 actually? Sorry.
I think Pep's gonna go. Is gonna go mental and play Mahrez at left back or some stupid shit like that. So I'm gonna say
This is tailor made.
I'm gonna say PSG top the group, but Man City will go further than PSG in the whole thing.
All right, cool. Wait, Pep doesn't overthink until the semi-finals and finals.
No, but now what happened to Ben Mendy? It takes a toll on you, all right? When you know
What
someone
happens to
that
Ben
happens,
Mendy?
yeah. What Ben Mendy does to other people, if you know someone that does that, it takes a toll on you, Prime.
Hey,
That's a point. To be fair, that is a point. You don't know how it's going to impact a lot of the City players. To be fair, because it is a big thing.
Yeah.
it's not a big thing, but let's not talk about it.
It is. Well, Prime, you made it sound so weird there. God's sake.
Andrew,
Oh, fuck's sake.
Can we have
Who's
one of
that?
these streams on the first side? It doesn't go into chaos. Come on. Good Lord.
who's coming second? This is what happens when we'll host streams. Who's coming first? and second?
Wait, Prime. You may as well be hosting. Actually, I'm going to swap you up there because you might as well. Because you're the one dictating everything. So sure, you host.
Yeah,
I'm a regista. Anyway, Andrew, can you answer?
I'm gonna. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realise that. I think there's going to be an image this season in the Champions League where Ronaldo is going to be on the City bench, and there's going to be a picture of him looking at Pep Guardiola when he's on the sideline and thinking, "Why am I not playing in this game?"
Scowling at
Because-
Jesus.
Yeah, it's going to cost City the top. I think PSG will finish top. 'Cause
Ronaldo
I
and
don't-
Pep will fall out, I reckon,
Ronaldo
eventually.
and Pep, I don't think are a good mix.
It could happen, that, to be fair, because
And Ryan, I'm assuming you think the same
what about what, mate?
about what City topping this group.
No, I think PSG top it. I think City comes second.
Really? Okay. So Indiana, you're the only. Like you said, what is it? PSG will finish third or City?
I think either could,
Ooh.
but I think Man City win the group.
Okay.
Yeah,
City,
so I'm a hype hater. So what?
Oh,
City
by the
win.
way, Kieran Trippier is going to sign for Man United. I can see.
Yeah,
it.
because Selic's going to Atletico from Lille.
Yeah, and Dallow's out the door. Thank God.
Overrated right back.
Thank God, man. I'm so glad Dallow's
Who
couldn't deal
Trippier,
with Dallow
Andrew?
being our backup, man.
Speaking of overrated right back, Trent.
Oh.
Chelsea have probably the best English right back in Reece James. And speaking of Chelsea, our group consists of Juventus from Italy, Zenit from Russia, I think,
Yeah,
and
St.
Malmo,
Petersburg,
and Malmo from whatever country, I don't know.
Sweden.
Sweden, thank you.
You don't have an IKEA, do you?
Do you know what,
That's the
Prime? Do
problem.
you know? I messaged Prime about an hour before the draw happened, and I said I feel like we'll get Juventus for some reason. I just messaged him it. Prime has got the messages there, and we got Juventus, and I'm glad we got Juventus.
Oh.
I'm so glad we got the. I hate Juventus so much. I hate them.
Chelsea
with a
got a
passion.
pretty easy group, man.
Chelsea got a good group. Yeah.
The last time, just so you a bit of history, the last time we played Juventus in the group stages, we had just won the Champions League.
No,
Oscar man-marked Andrea
Oscar's got
Pirlo.
that banger, I remember. Yeah.
Oscar, he man-marked Pirlo, scored 2 bangers against Juve. We finished third and won
One
the Europa
banger.
League. So
One banger.
two
Let's keep
bangers.
playing China.
No,
Next.
the first one took a major deflection.
Yeah, we don't count the first one.
Two. Yeah, and I don't count
It's an
Lampard
own
as
goal
my
in my
manager.
eyes.
And I don't count Lampard as my manager, but it happened. So it was 2 bangers.
Oh my god!
No
But
correlation.
something
but
even more
okay.
shameless, right? The
No
last time
correlation.
young Man United and BSC Young Boys were in a group together in the Champions League, we won it.
Oh, there we go.
I mean,
Well,
Right,
do you know,
Ryan.
in that game, yeah.
Ryan, we just had a Liverpool section. You didn't bring it up.
do you know
I
what?
forgot
though?
about it
Prime,
still.
You know the Chelsea Juventus game where we lost 3-0. That is one of the most embarrassing games I've seen. If we better smack them in Juventus
Chelsea don't make the quarterfinals.
That's
Nah, I
fine.
think they
We'll
still.
get to that. We'll get to that when it's there. Yeah, but we've got to backhand Juventus. We've got to say, I like you, Allegri, but you're going to get backhanded by Thomas Tuchel.
Massimiliano Allegri.
Our midfield, Jorginho and Kante, are going to abuse Rabiot and Ramsey or Bentancur, whoever bum plays in that midfield. Chiellini and Bonucci had an easy run in that fucking in the Euros. Yeah, Lukaku's gonna absolutely bitch slap them, and we're
Hey,
gonna beat them 3-0.
respect. I know Bonucci might be a whatever, but respect Chiellini.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, respect
I
Chiellini.
can see a Cardi going to Juve. You know.
Oh please!
Yeah,
don't
please.
Cardi,
Please.
please.
You
No,
are
they're
you
gonna
all
love me,
underrate
I swear.
Cardi, man.
They're gonna Aubameyang, I thought.
Oh. Nah, he just scored a hat trick at West Brom. Why would they go for the best striker in the world after he scored a hat trick?
Cardi's Italian version.
But
of the
now Aubameyang's back actually, so why would Arsenal sell
No,
him? He's back
Aubameyang will
in
kill
form.
in Syria, by the way.
Wait, so what is it? What Ronaldo goes to PSG, Icardi goes to Juve.
Please, that would be funny as fuck.
Maybe.
That would be
But
funny.
said Icardi is the Argentinian Tammy Abraham.
No, don't just tell me like that. Don't you
Tammy's
dare just tell me
Tammy's
like that.
better than Icardi.
Cardi's not even that bad, man. He's a good finisher. He's
Yeah,
underrated.
Tammy ain't that bad.
Would you swap Icardi for Cavani?
No,
No, just
no,
checking. Just checking.
because Cavani has world class attributes.
What about Martial?
I have world class attributes.
Wait,
I-
do you know who Icardi
I
reminds
swapped
me
Joe
of?
Linton for Martial right now.
Icardi reminds me of Patrick Bamford. That's what I'm gonna say.
Patrick Bamford's shit, bro.
Exactly. That's my point.
Terrible.
Was Patrick Bamford not like third in the goal scorers list last season?
He gets about 100 chances a game, bro.
Salah gets that game, and yet
Yeah,
you
and
guys
I
rate
say
him.
Salah's overrated anyway.
I
True.
literally put out a tweet saying if Ryan Giggs played on the right as an inside forward, we won't be talking about Mo Salah. It's a fact,
Whoa.
by the way.
Yeah, but
Cardi's
Giggs was
no
a
better than
touchline winger.
Choupo-Moting. I'd rather
Respect Choupo-Moting. He
I
Do you know
deserves
what?
that.
Choupo-Moting.
Yeah, respect you.
Can I give a special mention to one of the teams we're playing? Malmo, gives me a bit of nostalgia. We won the league last time we played them, I'm pretty sure. Eden Hazard, what a goal that was. So hopefully we can beat
Will.
Malmo 6-0.
Will, the age you are, you're not allowed to say the word nostalgia.
It is nostalgic.
No,
It is
Will.
allowed.
For
You're
you,
not
it
allowed to
happened.
say it.
For you, it happened 2 days ago. So
Exactly.
But it didn't
You're
happen
not
2
allowed
days ago. You should say for you it happened 2 days ago because you're old.
You're not allowed to say nostalgia.
Age I am. But all the other you are old.
You're not allowed to say back in the day.
I am allowed to say
No.
back in the day. I'll say back in the day when I want Andrew, because back in the day for me was back in the day. For you it might not have been, but that's not a me problem, Andrew. That's not really
Yeah,
a you problem
yeah.
either. But
Andrew.
It's
Back
a
in the day for
problem.
me,
If you
a few hours
continue, I
ago.
will make it. If you continue with that, I'll make it.
Let's move on.
Trust me.
Anyway, moving on. Val says, Indiana. If my auntie had a Chris Wood, she'd be my uncle.
oh,
I don't know
Good
what that's.
Lord,
I don't know what that's in reference to. I'll be
Good.
honest, but we move.
I know where it's in reference.
Depends.
Good God.
Depends if I share a hive mind with Prime. I can't consent. Even these. What the fuck is that?
What the-
No. I didn't read it.
Why didn't you read it before you put it up? You've got the. Why didn't you read it? You can read it before you.
Anyway,
put it up.
anyway. Ronaldo, Juve will be hopeless right now. No, I'm not having this. Juventus actually have a good squad. I think with him gone, their players will actually step up. Hold on. Before Ronaldo came, Dybala, I think he had one of his best
He was
seasons
great.
there. Juve have good players as well. Allegri's back. Like, they're going to be a bit of a threat. They won't win the Champions
Prime,
League.
that's
That
not
was
what I was
back
on
in the
about.
day.
That's
That was
not-
back in the day. Okay.
That's not what I was on about.
I think
Prime,
since Ronaldo came, they failed to get past the quarters or something.
But
Yeah.
do you know why I'm actually scared of Juve? There's one reason. I'm not scared of Juve, but I swear if Chiesa scores against us, I'm deactivating. I'm deactivating if Chiesa scores against us.
You're in the mud. Will, you're already in the mud. He has a Euros trophy.
And Jorginho does as well, so I don't care. Whatever. But,
but Jorginho missed the penalty in the final.
Why are you doing this, Brian? Why?
Because seeing you in the mud is worth it.
What,
Sorry.
you'd rather Chelsea be in the mud if it means I'm in the mud? Fuck's sake. Is that how it is?
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Are we all in the consensus that Chelsea breeze through this group? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
I
match
think you
points
finished
as well.
top. Yeah.
Wait,
Max
maximum
points.
points.
I don't know about
maximum
maximum
points.
points, but I think you finished top of the group still.
Wow.
Yeah, Monster
What-
can actually start saying Chelsea walked the group.
Wait, did he
This
say
is
that
gonna-
last year?
He said that last year and said that you walked it, but you didn't walk it.
I think we did near enough.
Walk
No.
it to me means win every game.
No.
Oh, you are.
Honestly,
Yeah,
That's walk with them.
and United fans also said it's the group of death, but not for us. But we moved anyway.
It shouldn't have been.
What do you mean it shouldn't have been?
to be fair, we'll get more points in this group than we did last year.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yo, guys. By the way, I need to jet because I got another show in a few minutes.
Take it easy,
Right.
Ryan.
Thank you for coming, Ryan.
There, Ryan.
What's up, bro?
Yeah,
Take
but,
care, guys. See you.
Speaking of lovable clubs in Europe, we've got Group C: Sporting, Portland, Ajax, and Besiktas.
Ajax win the group.
Really?
Sorry, what?
Ajax win the group.
Elaborate, please.
I just think this group's got shock all over it.
I
Got
do as
shock
well, but
winner.
for
This is
different
the shock
reasons.
winner. This is the dark horse group.
The dark horse is to win the Champions League.
No. To top group.
Oh,
I think there's always a group that has a shock winner. And
I
for
think
me,
Sporting will go through, and I think Dortmund get top. I think Ajax will go out.
so what?
Possibly.
Indiana, do you think Dortmund will finish second then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be rare. I think it's going to be a really, really tight group. I don't think
Maybe.
anyone's going to run away with it.
Andrew, thoughts?
Which is walking it, by the way.
Okay.
Prime, we got a question for you quickly. Sorry.
Okay.
I support the best team in the world. Chelsea.
He's not a Man United supporter. Stop lying. He supports Chelsea.
That's what I just said. I support Chelsea. I support the best team in the world. Anyway, Andrew, I mean, you heard what Indiana and Will had to say. Kind of polarizing opinions. A bit.
I think Dortmund are heavy favourites. Ajax, by a distance, will come second.
No, I think they'll sign Dalot and he'll make the mistake that stops them from topping the group.
Ooh, specific.
Yeah.
Okay. No one giving any hope to Besiktas to even cause an upset.
No, I was disappointed with the draw because in Group E they had all Bs and then Besiktas didn't come out, and I wanted them to go in Group E, so
Hey,
all be Bs in there.
Besiktas have Batshuayi. You never know.
It's true.
You never
Batshuayi
know.
does bang goals.
Oh god.
So Prime, tell me what group Arsenal are in. They're not in any group. But yeah, I think I'll shut and settle case with this. That's fine, fair enough. Will, why did you do that, Will?
I mean, I was just reading it.
Then read in your head.
Read in your head.
I don't know. I'm just reading it.
Read in your head.
Anyway, yes, in your head. What's wrong with what I said? What's wrong with
No,
that?
we're laughing at this comment.
Oh, Devin, Arsenal are in this.
It's been a long day. I'm sorry. I just tickled me. It's just tickled me, man.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Valve. Oh, I'm not putting that on the screen. Disgusting comment.
God's sake, Valve, man. Will you do something with yourself? Away from
No,
other
Andrew, no.
Away from other people, obviously.
Anyway,
just go.
Speaking of groups that could
Velvet's
do
French
something.
president.
Speaking of groups, okay, let's settle down. Speaking of groups that could do something, Group D, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Sheriff.
Shut the sheriff.
Okay, since you spoke first, Andrew, what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on the group?
Do you know what? I think Real Madrid will top it. I do actually like Inter Milan's transfer business this summer. I know they've had many losses. I do actually like. They signed Dumfries. I think Correa. They signed Dzeko as well. And they kept Barella.
Will, why'd you do that?
I didn't put that up. That was not me.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
But I think Real Madrid will top it, and Inter will just about get second.
That wasn't me.
Oh my god, Velvet
What's
Shrank,
wrong
you
with
are
I
you're
love
filth.
Andrew's
You're
been
filth.
sexualised against his will.
No, filth.
How does this channel even have a grounded series? I don't know. But
I don't know. But it's, once again, the stream turns into chaos because of Velvishran. Well done, Velvishran. But yeah, Real Madrid will top it. Inter will distant second. Inter will just get second, I think.
just get second. Wow. I mean,
Yeah,
if this
well,
was
I don't-
Inter, if this was Inter from like last season.
Last season they didn't. I think they finished bottom or
Yeah.
third last.
Did they?
Finished bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm honestly
They're not
convinced.
good in Europe. Trust me, they have not got a good.
What
record after winning it in
No,
2010. They haven't got a good record. in
What was
Europe.
Inter's group last season? Do you remember?
It was this
This.
exact group. It was
Wait,
this.
what?
It was Real Madrid and Shakhtar, and then who the fuck is Sheriff? Let's just ask that. I've never seen Sheriff in my life. Didn't know
New
they were
sheriff
real.
in town.
But they had Mönchengladbach, Shakhtar, and Inter.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Well,
Real
have
Madrid.
you heard of the deputy?
No.
Oh, you don't get it. Never mind. Okay.
Good.
It's a
good.
song.
I know the only Sheriff I know is Sheriff Woody. That's what I'm gonna say.
Please
Oh,
don't say
no,
that without
that's
the
gonna-
sound.
Oh,
Please
that's
don't
gonna
say
nice.
that.
start
No, you
fucking
started Velva
joking.
off
For
again.
God's
Well
sake,
done.
man. That's his trigger word.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Anyway, Daniel Crane says, I think Inter will top the group if Madrid don't get Mbappe. If Madrid get Mbappe, they will top the
I
group.
think Madrid will top the group either way.
Mbappe's going to Madrid. That's a certainty. Okay. That's a certainty.
I mean, when you look at Real Madrid right now, Hazard looks to be
Overweight.
fit and firing. No, he's not over. He looks fit and firing. You've got
You cool
Ancelotti
man.
back there.
You cool
Ancelotti got the best out of Bale while he was at Real Madrid. Benzema's still a world-class striker, even though he's aging.
Mhm.
Could Madrid do something in the Champions League?
No, because their defense, they don't have enough depth in defense.
But they bought
I think-
world-class centre-back Alaba.
They need at least another right back signing because they can't. Carvajal's so injury prone. They can't.
I
play
think they'll do enough to get. They'll do enough to get through this group.
Yeah, I think they'll
Other than
top
that,
it. But they can't win it.
Other than that, I don't think they'll.
No, I'm
Do
going,
much
I'm going for Inter. Inter top in the group. Real Madrid
You
finish
go?
second.
Indiana, that's because you're a Dzeko-sexual. That's why.
What? How am I?
You just are. You love that type of striker. I know it. I know you love that type of striker.
I didn't know he liked
rate him as a
Dzeko.
striker, but he's an ex-City player, man. I don't.
Do
oh.
not put that.
I didn't know you
I'm
liked.
not going to.
I didn't even
Okay,
see it,
thank
Andrew.
Oh my lord! I'm out. That's timeout territory. I'm not going to time you out, Valve. But that is timeout
And you guys complain when I used to time him out. Now you understand. But Indiana, I didn't know you liked Dzeko.
I'm not huge on him, but I rate him as a striker.
Oh no, that was Mandzukic. Apologies. Got
Yeah,
mixed up.
Mandzukic. Yeah, Super Mario. Yeah, definitely.
Mario Kart Wii.
Oh my god, that is shocking. That was
What?
awful.
We need a
That's
timeout for that,
embarrassing.
man.
The time you at, Prime. That's disgrace.
That was disgusting.
Why
That's
the hell
the
would you?
worst thing
Why
being
the
said,
hell
Velvet
would you?
fan said worse.
I didn't even kick him out. That was Indiana. So.
No, it wasn't.
Oh well, Rachel must have come back.
He just done it to himself.
I think he did. Yeah, I think he did it to
And-
himself.
Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, this Group E:
Yes.
Bayern München, Barcelona, Benfica, and Dynamo Kiev. Kiev, I think.
Bayern top. Then
It's going to be
Barca.
in that order.
Yeah, pretty much in that order.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I the
Yeah.
only one who thinks Barca will finish third?
Maybe.
Yes.
They might,
Yes,
but
you are.
no.
No,
I think.
yes. No, the simple answer is yes. Yes, you are.
You're a dickhead, Andrew.
It would be funny if Depay
Just
joins
say it.
Barcelona and then they go in the Europa League. That would be funny.
Yes, the channel is finished without me.
Prime is my goat. You live a sad life, my friend. Absolute sad life.
You're on your final warning, Andrew. But okay,
I'll bring
fine.
Andrew
So
back in. I'll kick you out, Prime. All right. Andrew
I
ain't on
didn't
his
say
own now.
I didn't say I was going to kick Andrew out. But anyway, so what? Bayern? You guys are saying Bayern top and Barca second.
Yes. Yes. In that order, actually, just like in the answer, said, in that order.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ousmane Dembele or Dem Biscuits, Oosh, legs to cost Barcelona in the end. Surfer out, Prime in. Who is Andrew?
I don't know, but it's my real name, Prime is the goat. That's all it is.
Yeah. Prime is the GOAT.
Prime is the GOAT. What's Prime's real name?
Yeah.
Oh, poor Indiana.
Oh.
I had to do that because I know what he's going to say. Anyway, Group G for GOAT, is
Group of life.
that's
what
Lille,
it is.
isn't it?
Lille,
Lille,
yes,
isn't
Lille. It's Lille.
Yeah, Lille, Oh, they were champion. Oh, winners of league. Congratulations. There's Sevilla. There was Sevilla. RB Salzburg. RB Salzburg.
Oh,
Fuck off. RB.
Barry.
Stop. Stop.
Everyone's gonna know now. It's bad.
Stop. Stop. Can we continue with this, please?
Can we? I'm not too sure. Just, yeah, so it's ironic.
Oh, you timed him out. Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't time him out. I thought you timed him out for a second.
Time to out.
Evolve.
Barry must prime.
Don't be a prank. Don't. Are you? Okay. Are you done? Okay, cool. Anyway, Group G
Yeah.
has Lille, Sevilla, RB Salzburg, and Wolfsburg.
Prime, can I go first on this? This is like the table at school where all the vegans are. No one just wants to be there. You know, there's nothing really there of interest. 4 meh teams. It's gonna probably. I think Lille will probably finish second and Sevilla
Hey,
first.
don't disrespect
Then Wolfsburg and
vegans.
Salzburg.
Don't
I
disrespect
think
vegans.
Leo win the group. You know.
I think it depends how many more players they lose.
I think I've got Sevilla probably topping.
Daniel
No, but-
Crane says
Who's the
Sevilla
best
top, then Lille, Wolfsburg, and Salzburg.
Battle of the Bergs.
I'm not against that. You know.
Although, you know, I don't know how they're going to be without Koundé. You know, they've got that absolute tosser Carlos at the back. So
Oh, I read that coming from Vibes so wrong. You know,
why did
no. You know that C word I read so wrong. I was like, what? You can't say that.
Well, we know what the word is before you start typing it.
Yeah. Also, don't disrespect vegans. Vegans are so easy. Anyway, we moved. Wait, what? This channel's gonna.
Oh my god.
This channel's gonna get taken down one day.
Yeah, you need to be careful what you put up.
Wait, I need to be careful. I didn't put it up.
I didn't put it up.
Anyway, group. Is this the final group we're looking at?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, we went through all the groups.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah. Al said, sorry, I'm hacked. Yeah, excuses.
Okay.
But yeah.
What about the awards?
Predictions on the 2 finalists.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that first, but Will said let's go through the awards. We'll now have to scroll through the Twitter.
Or we can just, you know, see the beautiful
I could look
Jorginho. And then we got Kevin De Bruyne, you know, poor sod, not winning anything.
Kevin De Bruyne, is that his name?
Yeah, that's his new name.
Okay.
Awkward silence while Prime scrolls through his Twitter.
No,
Very well
well,
prepared.
it's while you make a bad
Andrew, let
joke.
me ask you, who are your 2 finalists?
Who are my 2 finalists? I have. I got Chelsea and Liverpool. Why did you do that?
I don't know. Keep speaking. Sorry.
Okay, I got actually Chelsea and Liverpool.
Hey, Jester's here. I've not seen you here before, Jester. Thanks.
What's up, Jester?
Chelsea against
Please-
Madrid.
Big up Jester, man.
Which one? Real or Atletico?
Please subscribe, Jester, if you haven't already. Much
Good man,
appreciated.
Jester. Good man.
Yeah, you're welcome
Makes
here.
a lot of
I might
sense.
try and get you on a Chelsea show.
Talks a lot of sense.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
get him on a Chelsea show on this channel. He's
We
good,
like
man.
Jester.
Like watching
But before we do our predictions for the finalists, or maybe even semi-finalists,
Oh, Real. Good man.
look, this is. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make it better without you guys trying to see stuff.
Did you not see what Rachel said to press F11 to hide your tabs?
Cheers, Jester.
What did she say?
She said something like press F11 to hide your tabs.
Dizzy, man.
Oh, that doesn't work, but it's fine. UCL is overrated. So is playing in the Premier League. Get relegated. Anyway, we've got goalkeeper of the year nominees: Courtois, Ederson, and obviously Mendy, who won it.
Yes, my goalkeeper.
I don't need to ask Andrew, but Indiana, do you agree that Mendy deserved it?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What did you want to say?
I thought I get more, but okay.
It's midnight. What did you want to say?
No. I was just trying to think whether Courtois did anything outstanding.
Yeah, he lost in the semis.
I think he knows that Chelsea.
Courtois had one amazing performance in the whole thing, and it was against Liverpool away. Apart from that, he was mad.
I think he knows that Chelsea are on United's Champions League legacy. Anyway, Will.
Yeah.
You said a bit on Twitter, didn't you? Diaz won it, the defender of the year, over Aspie and Rudiger. Thoughts?
I'm not really. To be fair, I see why they gave it to Diaz in a way. I think it was honestly. I think that's PR because Kante and Jorginho won Player of the Year and Midfielder of the Year. I think they just gave it to Diaz because out of all of the players up there, the one that you probably can, apart from obviously the forwards, the one you can't give to, maybe not give to a Chelsea player is Diaz because he's been really good. But I wouldn't have given it to him because he didn't get tested as much as Aspilicueta or Rudiger. I would have given it to Rudiger. I thought Rudiger, his impact on this Chelsea team in this tournament was massive. Even got a couple of assists here and there. Switched the ball well a lot of the time. Very good defensively. Some crucial blocks. So I would have given it to him, but I see why they gave it to Diaz.
Do you guys all agree, or?
I agree with Diaz. He was quality last season. Can't take that away from him. He's got to do it again this season.
Yeah, I mean, I can see.
I mean, he's going to be in a side where they sign Ronaldo and don't win the league, but whatever.
It's true. I mean,
yeah.
The only thing is that obviously his final performance, I didn't think was great, and I'm thinking Aspilicueta at a rise throughout the knockout stages and back to his and in that final especially, I thought there was so many. I know Kante got man of the match, but there were so many others that stepped up, and he was just outstanding. But I've got no real. I'm not like has to be a Chelsea player.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like okay, they gave it to Diaz. That's fine. If you think about it, our record was 2 goals. I think City's was 3. Was it something like 3 or 4, something like that? So he did have a great. He had a great first year.
I mean, if it's based on the whole season as a whole, I'd give it to Diaz. But
I mean, I would have given it to Aspie personally.
Don't get me started on the women's defender. Don't get me started on that. All right, that was a disgrace.
Well, the women's show, they will discuss that.
Yeah.
Anyway, our midfielder of the year. I think this is the one where, if you know,
it confused a lot of people, right, Prime?
Yeah,
it confused a lot of people on Twitter, shall we say?
Including journalists that should be better at their jobs.
Yeah,
it's not hard to do that.
It is. Andrew, do you want to explain how the rules work, or
right? So there was big letters that formed words that said to this award was the Champions League midfielder of the year. Okay, Kante got man of the match, I think, in the second leg of the quarterfinal, both the semi-finals and the final, and was better than Jorginho in the Champions League. Just the Champions League, that's it. So that's why he got the award. You cannot give it to anyone else if Kante got man of the match in the final, the 2 semi-finals, and 1 of the quarterfinals. You cannot give that award to Jorginho. And also, please read the entire award before you start having to go at Jorginho because you hate him or something like that, which is very weird in itself. But if you want to go further, I put out a bunch of tweets tonight.
Because it's literally in the award, it literally specifies midfielder of the season,
Champions League.
No, Andrew. The difference is the season bit. It's the season.
Yeah.
Whereas Jorginho's one was of the year. Difference.
Yeah.
Wait, so the thing the UEFA Team of the Year or Player of the Year that he won, Jorginho, which we'll get onto later, is that from the calendar year, so since January, or is that the whole season?
Yeah, calendar.
Just like the Ballon d'Or is the calendar year, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. People should know how to specify that then. Or people should understand when actually read the rules, but you know.
they should just read.
Andrew, reading is tough and means that you don't get frustrated and annoyed about a lot of things.
Big
Come on.
flashing lights with arrows pointing at the words.
Spell said, chat, what was your pickup line?
What?
Oh dear.
God's sake.
Why do you entertain?
Bell probably scares new people out of this chat.
Vibes said, Brazil lost Jorginho to Italy and they've got Fred now. Yeah, but Fred's better than Jorginho. Fred won the Copa America. So.
No, he didn't. He didn't win the Copa America.
Oh, Argentina won. Oh, my bad, yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me the first time Fred starts out and out in a competition for Brazil is where Messi first. Oh, that is brilliant. Oh, that is a brilliant slander name. I like Declan Rice, but that is a brilliant slander name. But Jorginho is far clear of Declan Rice. It's not close.
You know what? The best slander name I've heard, yeah? Emil kills Flo.
Oh, what, from Smith Rowe?
Yeah, that's the best.
I've seen Declan over PR Rice.
That's not that good.
Isn't the better one Emil Death Row? Isn't that the better one?
Oh,
that's brilliant.
Oh, what is Jasmine?
It's rice. It's the jasmine rice. It's they use it in Indian dishes.
That's not funny.
No, let's move on to the striker.
Anyway, yeah, forward lines. Obviously, none of Chelsea's forwards gets in it, not even Mason Mount, which is weird. It's weird that money makes the forward lines.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but Man United got knocked out, so Greenwood wouldn't be in it, would he?
Oh, where's Pogba in the midfielder list? Okay, never mind. Anyway,
that's what I'm saying.
But he's world class. But we move. Anyway, Haaland.
So it's all good, isn't it?
Oh well, Haaland, Lewandowski, and Kylian, Pace Merchant, and Mbappe. Do you guys agree with the three lists?
I agree with none of them being nominated. No, sorry. Let me re-say what I said. I don't think any of them deserve to win it.
Who do you think deserve to win it?
I think Riyad Mahrez. If he's a part of a front three, I would have put Riyad Mahrez to win it because Riyad Mahrez for me was outstanding, and City got further than all of those clubs. So Haaland scored goals.
Oh yeah.
Haaland scored goals. Yeah, he had a great campaign. Don't get me wrong. Scored a lot of goals. Mbappe had a good campaign as well. Lewandowski, for his standards, was a good campaign, but they went out early. So for me,
he wasn't fit.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's necessarily his fault.
I mean, if Bayern had a fully fit squad the whole season, then
but then he might deserve to win it.
Yeah.
I don't think they win. I don't think they would have won the Champions League.
Yeah, they would have. They would have beat Chelsea.
No, I don't think they would have.
Soon in prime would be a great time. Nah.
Man City would have knocked out that Bayern team.
Let me ask on this: Mbappe, did he actually do much in the Champions League last season?
Yeah, he knocked out Bayern Munich and knocked out Barcelona single-handedly.
But the only thing I remember from Barca is him getting a hat trick, and that's against a poor Barca side.
But he got a brace. He also got a brace versus Bayern at
Did he?
the Allianz.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't watch that Bayern match then, so fair enough.
Yeah, because I think Chelsea are on at the same time. So
fair enough.
But I would have put Mahrez up there. I thought he was outstanding.
Yeah. Well, Andrew, let me ask you. Why is Mason Mount not on this list?
Because
He's not good enough.
while he had a good campaign, he wasn't outstanding.
Yeah, but he's generational talent. He has minerals.
He's not a generational talent, and if he has minerals, he needs to go to a vet to get them extracted. But
Fuck's sake.
no. Listen, Mount played very well. He's an integral part of the Chelsea team that won it, but his performances, while good, were not up there with Kante or Jorginho. You could say he's maybe up there with De Bruyne, because I don't think De Bruyne had a great Champions League campaign. I'm very surprised he was actually on there. But he had very good. He scored in the semi-final and got an assist in the final and was an integral part of that semi-final, man marking Modric and Kroos. So, he had a very good Champions League campaign. It just wasn't better than Kante or Jorginho.
I think he got not a knockout. I think he got a goal contribution in every stage. No, assist in the final. He got a goal against Real Madrid's second leg. Scored against Porto.
He didn't get one against because he thought he had an assist versus Atletico, but it didn't touch him. Remember, because it would have been offside. So he didn't in the round of 16.
Wait, was that Giroud's goal? You mean?
Yeah, but it didn't touch Mount in the end. Then you've got the round of quarterfinal, which he scored, didn't he, against Porto? Semi-final, he scored. And yeah, the final he assisted. Good campaign, yeah. Probably our best player after Mendy, Jorginho, Kante. Maybe someone else if I'm forgetting.
Now let's go on to the men's, the winning coach. I mean, on that list you had to name a few, but to name a few though, you had Gareth Southgate got England to the final and took the Italian team to penalties. You had Mancini, who managed the Italian team. You had Pep Guardiola, obviously. You had Unai Emery, Villarreal. A lot of people were shocked by this one, so I want to ask Indiana: do you think Ollie deserved to be on that list?
Well, the way it works is that if you get into European finals, you're going to go on the list. So whoever it was, if it was Arteta and they got to European final, Arteta would have gone on the list. So it's all rigged anyway, man.
Can I tell you something? If Pep Guardiola had won the Champions League last season, Ollie had won the Europa League, I would have given the award to Ollie.
Andrew, read this.
I wouldn't have. I don't expect that of him.
Andrew, read this.
And I expect that of Pep to win the Champions League with that squad. So
Andrew, read this.
Good point.
Johnny's saying to UEFA, let's go backstage as we speak.
Andrew, if that happened, I would have given it to Mancini. Because because did you actually see the votes for this? Tuchel and Mancini were so many votes ahead of Pep. Pep didn't get many votes whatsoever.
Oh, that's too right. There should be. I don't even know if Pep was involved in it.
I think it's the way Tuchel won it, right? Because he came in halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Like that's where you've got to give him credit for going and winning it. If that didn't happen, then Chelsea finishing fourth in the league. If he came in at the start of the season, had a pre-season with them, and still finished fourth in the league, and won the Champions League, I would have given it to Mancini.
Yeah.
I would have. If Tuchel didn't win the Champions League, I would have given it to Mancini as well.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But luckily, Tuchel did win it. So.
People have been telling me this for years, man.
Pochettino will win it this season, Indiana. Yeah, he better.
Was it? Wait, I might be. Actually, no. It's the FIFA one where Bielsa got nominated last year. Fucking hell. It was the FIFA one. Bielsa got top 3 coaches in the world on FIFA the FIFA awards.
Fraud.
Hassan, the thing is, Poch is supposed to win it.
Yeah.
Oh, my favourite PSG fans here.
Okay, fellas. Going on. Promise I'll go on Florida's stream. So.
Thank you, Andrew.
No problem, guys. Anytime.
See you there, Andrew.
Take it easy, man.
Ahmed, you good? Or he's muted?
Yo.
You good, Ahmed?
I'm good, friend. How are you, bro?
We're good. You're here now, so this is good. So we can
Sorry, I came a
talk
bit late.
about. No, it's no worries at all. We can talk about your team in the Champions League. Obviously, you've got Poch and Messi, Ramos, Donnarumma, Neymar and Mbappe, there's no excuse not to win the Champions League.
It's disgusting.
You've got a group. You've got a group with Pep Guardiola's Man City. You've got RB Leipzig and Club Brugge. How are you feeling?
Oof. I think we will win the group because we are good at winning Champions League groups. If you look at history, but we're a bit uncertain because we don't know if Mbappe will leave or not. I think he will leave, and it depends on who we will replace him with.
Ahmed,
So,
can
but
I ask? Do you feel that PSG should be going in for Ronaldo if Mbappe
no,
leaves?
no, I don't think so. No,
Not you won't
because
have
we
Ronaldo
can't
as a nine.
just
over
buy
Mbappe.
all the old players.
Well, personally, I look at PSG and I think, wow, their squad is incredible. If they got rid of Mbappe, I would go for Ronaldo.
Yeah, but Ronaldo is such a short-term option. It's like if you buy Ronaldo, he would be at the top for like 1 year maximum or 2 years.
No, in that
think we
league,
need to
that league, he's got 3 years, man. 2.5.
To be honest, I
maybe.
don't know because the way Poch plays is with a lot of pace, a lot of counter-attacking pace, and Ronaldo doesn't have that anymore. I think we need a similar player to Mbappe. It's so ridiculous why Mbappe wants to leave. I don't understand
Raheem
because he would be
Sterling.
perfect in it.
Would
Yeah,
you take
Sterling
Raheem
would be a good
Sterling?
player,
City are
but I
going to
don't
move
think
him out.
English player doesn't go outside of England usually.
David Beckham did all right at PSG, didn't he?
Yeah, but David Beckham, like Trippier, is the only one I can think about. Then Owen.
Nah, McManaman, Michael Owen, Ballon d'Or. Who else
But I
went over
think
there?
we can get maybe. Personally, I would go for Haaland if we sell Mbappe because we can raise the money for him. We will sell Mbappe for like 180 million, and that's enough for Haaland.
You
But I don't know if Haaland.
you think they'll go for Haaland this? You think they'll go for Haaland this window?
No, not this window. I don't think so. But we would have a better chance this window because next window has a release clause, and every club would be after him.
Yeah,
PSG should go
definitely
for Joao Felix.
Yeah, that's a good shout out as well. But in this system, Mbappe is so
Martial.
perfect. I don't
You
know
need
why.
Anthony Martial. That's who you need.
Ice cold Martial.
Vel, why are you sad about being linked with Basuma? He's so good.
Is he what they need?
I think he'd fit the profile.
Just I said this earlier. I agree. Icardi could go to Juve. I know he wants Juve.
Yeah, I hope he leaves.
Which is why, if I'm PSG, I'm saying, okay, Mbappe's going. Icardi wants to go to Juve. Throw him in the deal for Ronaldo. Go get Ronaldo. Elevate the club because, let's be honest, PSG aren't on a Real Madrid, Barcelona level when it comes to profile. The club will be absolutely huge. You get fans worldwide. Not that PSG need the money or anything, but you know it will help.
It raises their profile as a club.
Raises the profile. Wow.
It would break. It'd break sport if they got Messi and Ronaldo. It'd break and Neymar.
Definitely. People, listen. I will go over and watch.
Yeah, but in the end, I already think we have the exposure. I think we already have the. I think honestly, a club that's like City, they need Ronaldo because they have no exposure.
Exactly.
They're a pretty irrelevant club in Europe.
Exactly.
Like we are.
They're an irrelevant club.
They're an irrelevant club in England.
They are. To
Yeah.
be fair, a lot of City's fans. In Manchester, there's more City fans, isn't there, than United fans? Would you say?
Probably.
I'm not saying there's no United fans in Manchester because that's stupid, but you know, a lot of the City fans are from Manchester, so it would help for them to get Ronaldo. I think they're going to get Ronaldo.
Yep.
I think he'll be done a couple of days next week.
They need to have it. They have no fans outside of England.
Mm-hmm.
Like PSG is 10 times bigger than City when it comes to global fan base, I would say, and like exposure with branding and shirt sales and everything like that. So City need that move, Ronaldo.
Yeah, because you have a
I don't
Jordan
think
deal
PSG
as well. So even people that don't like football will still buy PSG shirts because
Hold on,
they're
Yeah,
nice
we're
shirts.
already big.
Vibe said the Indiana, the Nando's Joe Linton is going to City. We just need to accept it. Wow. United fans turning on Ronaldo. Could never be me.
Nani's the GOAT.
But if anyone wants to come on, just like for a few minutes or whatever, just give their opinion on the Champions League and stuff like that. I guess for free, or we'll end it.
Is that true? Richarlison will kill it at PSG, you know.
No, I don't want it.
He'll kill it at PSG. He'll kill
Oh
it.
shit! I saw him
he'll
at the
kill
Copa America. He was so shit at the final.
Nah, I think
Yeah,
he'd be
but
decent
there's
for
the
you.
Copa America, man. Fred looked good. Remember that.
Richarlison is such a Premier League player. He's just strong and fast and good at defending. Like, no
I quite like
technique,
him,
I
man.
would say. I don't think he's a good finisher. Nothing like that. I think we need to have a similar player to Mbappe. So I would say Haaland. Haaland is like literally the only option I can see right now.
They're not similar in
They're
playstyle.
not similar at all. They're completely different. They're just the same age.
No, when I say similar, I mean like the profile and the age.
Same
But-
age, but they're a different profile.
But honestly, Haaland would work better because Haaland is an out-and-out striker. Mbappe isn't an out-and-out striker.
Juventus are going to re-sign Moise Keane according to Fabrizio Romano. Wow.
Oh, that's to
Yeah,
replace probably Ronaldo. But anyway, we've got some people backstage who want to speak on this. Bring in this guy. I think it's his debut here on the first XI. Jester, what up, my bro? Good.
Yeah. I think a couple really balanced groups, and I think our group is really easy. Ronaldo less Juve is like a tiger without any teeth. There's nothing there.
Have you seen a tiger without teeth?
No, I haven't, but I'm assuming it'd be pretty funny. But yeah, I think we're gonna walk our we should finish the top. If we don't finish the top of that group, there needs to be an inquest. You could be sitting in the end of Tuchel if we don't finish on top. I'm gonna say that already because there's nobody that troubles us there. I think there are some exciting groups, and I know everybody picked Villarreal and United to finish on top of their groups, but I think Atlanta will be one of the two that go through.
Before we go on to that, actually, let's stick with Chelsea first.
Sure.
Do you think, because like you said, no excuses to come out, do you think Tuchel could rotate in some of these games and we could see, for example, Cho get minutes and work his way into the team?
Sure. Depending on how the fixture list is set up. So who we play first and when we hit the points that are going to put us through, which I'm guessing 12 puts us through, no questions asked. Probably top of the group if we do 12. If we played our strongest team, we'd get 18, no problem. I believe that turns out right.
Yeah.
6, 12, 18, yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
So yeah, I think Zenit and Malmo. You could see a Callum in there. You could see a Chalaba as well. I don't know if you have. I'm sure you've been on a couple of streams, Latimus, but I said that Callum, if Chouameni or Saul come in, neither Cho or Chalaba make our bench for matches because they're not in our top 20 players.
Yeah, and in terms of our strongest 11 and bench, yeah.
Yeah. So of course I get slated for that because England and call them and all that great stuff. But yeah, you could see them being used. You'll see them being used, and you'll see Kepa playing some of those games too, I believe. Just to keep him in the minds of potential buyers. You always have to do that as a business. Is if you had an asset you want to move on, you have to market that asset. So what's better than UCL football to market somebody? Same thing with Carabao Cup games. If we come up with some easy cannon fodder, you'll see those players play. But yeah, I think that other than that, you'll see. I mean, because we can put 2 starting 11s out. pretty much 2 starting 11s, and they would still be probably the best starting 11 in that group.
Yeah, I hear that. Anyone else? I mean, do the rest of you guys agree with Jester? Hello? Oh, those three are all muted. No wonder they're so quiet. But yeah, I agree. To be fair, I do agree as well.
Sorry, I was just getting some tablets. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Some tablets.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
back?
on medication at the moment. Yeah, I'm back.
The Lampard experience almost killed while he's on medication. I'm joking. Sorry. It's not funny.
I'm not a drug addict, I promise.
No. But did you hear what Jester was saying though, or
Yeah,
you wanted
I
to
think
recap?
it will be. It is quite a tame Juventus team, even without Ronaldo. You know, I mean, sorry, without Ronaldo, it's a massive loss. But why do you have to do that, Prime? But their midfield is shocking. We'll bully their midfield. Their defense is good, I guess, because they're centre backs. But their fullbacks are pretty weak. I think we've got a better goalkeeper. I think we'll cause some problems. I think Lukaku will score some goals against them, and yeah, it'll be a good chance to rotate some of our players in the Zenit and Malmo games. Players like Chalobah and Adoy as well, that maybe won't get in the squad week in, week out, but can hopefully for them and Chelsea prove themselves. So yeah, I think we'll coast through this group though.
Yeah, I mean that is fair. I mean, yeah, I expect Kappa to get, I guess, more minutes gradually, because especially if Mendy's going for Cup of Nations and stuff, Kepa has to be ready and firing, in terms of confidence and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's very much fair. And what, Jester, you said you want to talk about United, didn't you? Their group.
Yeah, well, I think that group, I know everybody's picking Villarreal, but Unai does not have a really good record in the Champions League. He does in Europa, but not Champions League. And I just think that at Atlanta, the way they play, I think they'll be able to score against Villarreal, and I think it'll be at Atlanta and Manchester United going through. However, I can make a case for Villarreal going in over Man United.
Whoa! What, United finishing third again?
It's very possible.
Okay, speak on it. Wow.
Well, again, you're talking about squad depth, the short bench that Ollie likes to use. So if you're using a short bench, your players are never ready to go when they're called upon. And look, Young Boys took Leicester out last year of the Europa League.
Oh, they did, yeah.
And at Atlanta plays some exciting football. They're going to be up for it. And Villarreal has already beat United in a final. So if you look at midfield, there's possibility that Pogba will not be there after the transfer deadline. He could be at Juve, or he could be at PSG.
You think is it not too late if Pogba's going to make a move this summer anyway?
You never know. If the money comes in, he's not signing an extension. It's just like the Mbappe thing. Do you wait and let him go on a free again, or do you get money for him?
Well, is this his last contract? Or his last year? Sorry.
Yeah, he's out of contract next year.
Wow. So what are you saying if the PSG owners wake up tomorrow and decide to slap 150 million?
Well, if they're taking 180 million euro from it looks like from Real for Mbappe, they've got money to spend. And for me, Verratti was very underwhelming in the Euros. I think that he gets injured very, very easily. And why not put, if they're going to, and they might play in a 2, because Pochettino has been known to play a back 3. And if you've got Kimpembe and Ramos and Marquinhos, you want to put those are 3 players you want on the field. and Hakimi is not a good right back. He's a right wing back. So that would work better, and a better midfield. I mean, you're going to look at a Wijnaldum and a Verratti midfield in a pairing. They would get dominated by a better midfield. So putting a Pogba in there, since you're going to replace Mbappe with Richarlison, which is what's being reported by Madrid Zone, by the way. So there are reports out there. You've got to have somebody to create for all those players, to take some of the onus off Messi when Messi's not on the pitch. Or it's going to be Messi FC. Because you know that Neymar is going to either be at a party and get the virus, or he's going to have a hurt ankle falling down the stairs or something like that. He's never available. So, yeah, I think it's very possible. And if United lose Pogba, they definitely have the worst midfield in the Premier League. I can think of Brighton. Brighton has a better midfield than United if Pogba leaves.
Maybe, yeah.
Brighton have a better midfield than United without Pogba. Indiana, is he still there? He's just muted.
I mean, but Basuma and Gross are better than McFred. So,
yeah. Is Basuma? He's getting a lot of hype. What is he?
Box-to-box midfielder.
So he's not a lone.
He's a ball winner as well.
Well, he's not a lone DM.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get semantics. They go into semantics and go into the weeds way too much about positions. We play with 2 6s, but 1 6 plays like an 8. So is he a 6 or is he a box-to-box? Well, if the starting position is as a 6, then that's what he is. So you can be a 6 and still play more box-to-box. And that's more what a Basuma is. He's more like a Conte player for me. Can sit, can make passes, but he's more break up the play, turn the ball over, and start a fast break.
Yeah, I think he's very good on the ball as well, Basuma, I'd say.
Yeah, and to that case, that's why I'd love Tchouaméni to come in, because he's the same way. Can sit as a 6, but going forward, he's feathered some beautiful passes against I can't remember who their Monaco was. It Shakhtar Donetsk, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Shakhtar. Yeah.
Yeah, he played some beautiful passes. They just didn't have anybody to finish. So yeah, I think Basuma makes that midfield a lot better than United. If you're talking about your McFred pivot, it's not to where a contender needs to have in their midfield. You're not winning anything with that.
Fair. So, I mean, Hassan is a Chelsea fan as well. Hassan?
Hello?
Yeah, you're back. I'm
wait,
you were listening to the stream, and
I've actually got to go because I've got to be up early tomorrow. But
all right, no worries.
You can finish off the stream. Yeah, that's stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for coming on.
Peace.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, Hassan, you were listening to the stream and what Jester had to say and everything. What are your thoughts on Chelsea's group? Because you are a Chelsea fan.
Is he?
Is that it?
Oh, okay, yeah. I just saw the Fernandez.
Hassan?
Is he there, Hassan?
Wait, sorry, my mic was muted. Sorry.
Yeah, what do you have to think of Chelsea's group?
I mean, what I was gonna say, right? With our group, I just wanted one big team because I knew that we needed at least a big team, someone like I actually wanted Barcelona, to be fair, so I could just bunk them and Braga rights, and also the disrespect that they gave us last season as well. So, but anyway, in terms of group, we should be topping that group. I'm happy. I'm kind of happy we don't have a group of death because in October/November time, I want our players to be rested more often, because realistically, I think we're more focused towards winning the league than retaining the Champions League. And yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to say about our group. I feel like we should be winning at Juventus at least once or twice, and realistically get about 12 to 14 points.
12
Topping
to
the group.
14 points. I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, Jester, you even said yourself 12 points Chelsea should be getting max.
No,
Or
I think
minimum,
they get
sorry.
18 if we played our strongest 11 every game in, game out. I don't see anybody that even lays a hand on us.
But there's no. I feel like this. Besides Juventus, there's no reason to play our strongest if we win our first games round anyway. If we win
No,
about
I agree. That's why I said that once you hit your 12 points, which ensures second place, right? 12 points,
yeah,
you've
bare
got at
minimum
least second
first.
place. So
First, if we win Juve twice.
yeah, if we beat Juve twice, that's 6 points right there. And if you've beaten Malmo once and you've beaten Zenit once, then in the last two matches you can play whoever you want to play, because you've got it wrapped up. You're going through as top of the group, and there's nothing to worry about.
I mean, what I was saying, because of the whole bragging rights thing, it's just that Barcelona was full on disrespecting us last year, and a lot of teams were. And that's why I said I wanted as hard as possible the groups. But yeah, I mean, Champions League this season is going to be. I mean, the most entertaining is probably going to be the Abu Dhabi match between City and PSG. Man United, I feel like I watched Atalanta and I watched Villarreal. I feel like now Villarreal will go through. I feel like they'll go Europa. Atalanta is probably an underrated team, but I feel like they'll probably get second. So I think United should top that. Liverpool, I'm hoping they'll be in the mud, man, and drop into Europa, because I feel like they've got quite a hard group, to be fair.
Yeah, in all fairness, all the English sides should be going through. If you want to think of the leagues and how they're rated, but I think the Mbappe to Real thing changes a whole big story. I think Madrid will finish first in their group, which is not difficult. They're not in a difficult group. Yeah, so for me, it's a matter of you finish first and let the chips fall where they may, because one of PSG or Man City is going to finish second, most likely.
Yeah.
If you had to put money, that's who you're putting on it.
To be honest, them type of groups, bro, like our group puts us in a realistic terms of favor or advantage in terms of the league. Like, I feel like Man City and teams like Man City and Liverpool, who are probably arguably the two hardest groups, they would probably go down to the last wire, so they'll probably be playing their full squad a lot more than us.
Yeah, besides Club Brugge, but Club Brugge are the champions of the Belgium league, so they have some decent players there. And there's been decent players coming out.
Unless Club Brugge does Istanbul and pull off a shock win.
No, I don't think they will, but they're not going to be a walkover. So Man City's going to have to play a lot of players. They're gonna have tough games. It's not going to be, Leipzig is not going to be. I think Leipzig are in there. Is Leipzig in there? Or?
Yeah. No, I think Leipzig. Yeah, Leipzig are in there. So it's Leipzig, Club Brugge, City, and PSG. So I think it's going to go all the way to the last game for the top three. Because Leipzig don't go down easy. They play to the last game. Like you've seen with United, they took them all the way to the final 90 minutes.
Yep. So I don't think they're going to have an easy group. So if you're having to play your best players, twice a week, week in, week out, it's taxing on a squad, especially the age of that squad. With Ronaldo there, we just had this argument in a different stream. How some people say that Ronaldo is going to make Man City win the league. He's 36 years old.
I think
Things aren't going to get better.
And Prime,
I
Brian,
think he can.
could you show us Man City's fixtures, please?
What,
Because
the
I actually
Prem?
want to see. Yeah, in the Prem.
Yeah, I will. One sec. But I think with I think you're underestimating Jester Ronaldo, but like he won't. I think Ronaldo will be fine.
Oh no,
Come back to the
Ronaldo in terms of Prem, his positioning is world class. He gets into them positions and his finishing is world class. I
Yeah,
think he would score about 18 to 20 goals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
think he
again, I get it. He is 30, what is he, 35, 36?
36.
So,
36
yeah, I
turning
get that. So
37.
age is a factor, and the fact that he's never had an injury before, like, we saw what Thiago Silva, he came to the Prem, and the challenge that actually put him out was him extending for a ball, essentially, and hamstring or whatever gave away. I think Ronaldo has to be careful. I don't think he should come to the Prem. I think he should.
PSG.
I don't want to say it, but just go PSG and win a Champions League. It's easier than having to come to the because you don't need to prove anything really. Messi is the one who had to come to the Prem to prove something. Ronaldo doesn't.
Well,
yeah, man.
I just don't think that makes
does
him
Messi
favorite.
really have to come? Because Messi is Messi, after all.
For me, Messi's the GOAT.
I don't put Messi in.
It's because in the Western Hemisphere, Messi's the GOAT.
So I was more interested
in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, seriously, because Argentina plays in the States. Argentina, Messi's the best player out of South America since he's been playing.
So I was looking at the fixtures, right? So I think when does Champions League game starts, the match days? Starts near the end of September, doesn't it?
Oh, did you guys want to see City's match fixtures or ours?
No. Cities.
No,
So they've got Leicester, they've got Southampton, they've got us in September.
You're not counting Arsenal?
Yeah, championship team.
Okay. Leicester.
Do you guys know when the Champions League date starts? The match day one?
21st, didn't? No,
21st is the EFL Cup.
It starts somewhere between September, so I'm thinking that it's probably City might have hard fixtures, because they might have Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because they'll have like Chelsea, PSG, and Liverpool or something like that.
I'll find it for you real quick.
Yeah, but even then, when you look at the fixtures, Leicester, Southampton, Chelsea, Liverpool, Burnley, Brighton, Palace, United, Everton, West Ham, Villa, Watford. Those are tough. Because the Champions League knockouts will end by like December 15th or something like that, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough run from when the Champions League starts.
Yeah, and they have PSG Leipzig as well.
Yeah, at least with
So 14th, 15th of September is match day 1.
So that's before Southampton.
Chelsea.
So it'll be Leicester, City, then PSG after Southampton, and then when does match day 2 start?
28th, 29th.
Yeah, so after Chelsea, it'll be Leipzig or someone else. Then Liverpool, so they're gonna have a tough run of fixtures. Man City.
At least with us, anyway, I can bring up our run.
Click on Chelsea.
So I know we've got a bit of a, we've got to play Liverpool. We've got to play Tottenham, City.
So we go. So we're probably gonna get
Man
Tottenham.
United in November, Leicester. Our run is not necessarily that difficult. When you factor in the fact of our Champions League game, our Champions League group should be quite fine. Especially if we have to play Juve first and we can get them out of the way, it should make the rest of our group stage run quite much easier for us.
Considering the squad that we got, it should be all right. And don't forget Lukaku. Lukaku's got somewhat to prove as well, so he'd be banging goals in.
They all have
Offensively, I'm not worried about. It's just whether or not we could keep our defensive shape on a consistent basis.
Oh, that's not a worry to me. The defense is actually not a worry for me at all. Tuchel has them so well drilled that they don't miss a beat no matter who they put in.
I'm talking about the consistency of because we know that our squad's built for Champions Leagues and knockouts. It's just whether or not on a consistent basis in the league. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't have any concern there. Our defense did not hold us back. I mean, they had one or two stinkers, but West Brom's not in the league anymore. Our defense never held us back when Tuchel came in. It was our offense. It was putting the ball in the back of the net. And that it's been solved with Lukaku. He will bag goals if they will follow the first rule of Chelsea attack. Not Fight Club, but Chelsea attack. Pass the damn ball to Lukaku. The second rule is see the first rule. The man better touch the ball almost every time down the pitch because he changes the way defenses have to play because they're going to have to key on him. And he is very good at holding the ball up and laying the ball off or playing a 1-2. And we have players that benefit from that. So I don't have any issues with this squad at all. Not 1 through 20, which is what you'll get in a Premier League game. You don't play with three players always sit out, and that'll be Bettinelli, Cho, and Chalobah right now. I don't have any worries about the 1 through 20 once the midfielder comes in, whether it's Saul or Chouameni. So to me, it's you can rotate as you want, and he might figure out in a few matches which three of the front three work good together, and actually rotate front threes, right? So this three combination works better together than this three combination works better, and you might see some of that. So you might see a whole different front three from a UCL match to a Premier League match.
Oh yeah,
just
that
because
would
we can do that.
That will 100% happen. You'll probably see Havertz a lot more as false nine this season.
Well, to me, I know Mount. Everybody says Mount's a nailed-on starter. For me, Havertz is a nailed-on starter. He's a nailed-on starter for me because he can do everything Mount can do better.
For me, Werner is a starter. Similar, I want to see the way him and Lukaku will work together.
Yeah.
I think their link up will be amazing.
Oh yeah,
I think he will start against Liverpool just to expose the back line. He will.
My thing with Mount is I want to see him play in big games because I think tactically he will do a job, and I know that. But on a consistent basis in the league, I don't get to lesser teams when we have to play up against like low blocks. He needs to vastly improve.
Yeah,
because we can't rely on him as our sole creator, especially if it's him, Werner, and Lukaku. He's going to be the one that has to create.
Yeah, he's going to one that drops deep and brings the ball forward. So
I wouldn't say it's his decision making. I feel like it's his killer ball. It's like the final third pass. It's slightly inconsistent. If he gets stuck to a consistent level.
No, but it's not that he can make the pass. It's just his decision making on when to make it.
Yep. Timing and weight of the ball means everything.
He has improved slightly, but needs a little more work.
And I know everyone wants to point to the Arsenal game, but that was like an easy pass. I mean, if you can't hit a wide open person in the box, and again, tactically, that's what Tuchel set up for us, to have an attacking 5 against a back 4. You're always going to have an open man, and that was planned to be on the right-hand side. So a quick switch, get the ball over. James was always going to be open because Tierney had to come down to cover him out because Xhaka is just the waste-weight out there.
I was talking about the one where he dipped it over to Lukaku for a diving header. The ball over the top.
It was a great pass, but you do expect that from a pro.
Mm-hmm. No, but I'm saying if he could do that consistently, or them type of balls a lot quicker.
Well, I think he will. I think he will because we didn't have anybody last year really that was going to put anything like that away. Giroud, but he never played a whole lot.
And the funny thing is, whenever Giroud played, we never did that.
Right. Lukaku's going to bring a whole different dimension to the game. I don't fear anybody in the UCL, and I don't fear anybody in the Premier League. I know everybody's hand-wringing about the Liverpool match, but they don't really have a great midfield. And Conte's going to be back. So do we really expect...
I was going to say, right, the only player that we probably, I wouldn't say fear, but to be wary of is probably Salah. I think he's the one that would probably do the most damage against us.
Yeah, but if you bought him... Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, we've seen Rudiger pocket Salah before. We've seen Luke Shaw pocket Salah. Salah is someone who is very much you can defend against him.
Yeah, I don't see I don't think he's really good one-on-one techie. It's when you give him space, he uses his pace. He gets inside and releases the ball quick, whether a shot or a pass. It's not, you don't have to worry about him, doing tech to get past a defender. So he's more of in the flow. And Mane's had a rough year last year. They're going to use a false 9, either Jota or help me here. What's his name?
Firmino.
Firmino. They're going to play a false 9.
Firmino. They're going to play Jota.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, they might play Jota.
Firmino can't finish for his life.
Yeah, but Firmino is better as a facilitator out of that position. And again, what's the midfield? Fabinho, Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson?
Apparently, Liverpool fans want to play Fabinho, Henderson, and Thiago.
That's fine. Please play those 3. Because you're playing 3 of the same player.
Yeah, I don't think they'll play that. They'll try to. They need to overrun our midfield, in my opinion. They can't play. I don't know. It's funny from well. No, I don't know. I think the game. There should be no reason why we can't beat them. I think the game will end up being a draw, though.
Oh, I got 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
I'll take a draw.
Just in case we got to Chester, you can explain that.
Clip it all up. 3-0. We're going to go to Anfield and hush the crowd. I don't have a fear against these teams. Jurgen Klopp's going to play a high line. We know he's going to play a high line. You don't think that Tuchel already has his plan in place, how to play against a high line? Do we really think that we won't test Van Dijk's knee out, see how his knee actually is, and how all of a sudden is Matip considered a good center back? I don't get that. He's going to get ragdolled by Lukaku. And if Werner plays, Trent's an apron. We saw it last year. He's the same player. He's a center midfielder playing as a right back. He doesn't play very good defense. And Robertson's first game back, you really think he's going to be up to speed He's got no match sharpness. So, yeah, have fun with that.
Klopp won't play Robertson. He won't force him in. After all the injuries they had last season, Klopp's not. Oh, I'll take you off the explainer. Klopp's not going to be that stupid to just force him in.
Oh, I don't mind. I get clipped up, I'm guessing, pretty all the time. I just don't think that. I mean, if he does not play Robertson, we're going to have a field day down that right-hand side. You might see the same thing that you saw at Arsenal, where that right-handed side 10 or inside forward, whatever you want to call it, comes inside, pulls Zimakis, and then Reece James is right there. It'll be the same way. You have to match up. So either you have to tell Fabinho, hey, you got to stay in place to take the right-sided inside forward. And then you've got Reece James against Zimakis. Does anybody think that Reece James is not terrorizing that guy?
True. Yeah, that's why I think I did a combined 11 on the Chelsea show. Was it yesterday? No, Wednesday. And some were saying play Thiago Silva, Christensen, and Rudiger, and then play Aspie at right wing back. But then I said, because Robertson probably won't play, it'll be Tsimikas, we should try and exploit him because he's not good defensively.
Yeah, and okay. I think the back three will probably be Rudiger, Thiago, and Aspie.
Yeah.
I really do. Midfield fixes itself. It's
no Christensen. Sorry, no Christensen.
No Christensen for me.
Really? What?
Not that Christian. No, I love Christensen. I think he's the future at that position. But Thiago, we have Thiago for a reason. If you're not going to use him in a game like this, why do we have him on the team still?
True, but he hasn't played a game yet this season, and he's only played the Weymouth one, and that I'm not sure how long that was that he played.
Yeah, but he also played every game for Brazil in the Copa America.
Did he? Okay. Again, I didn't watch Copa America, so I don't know. So okay,
yeah, him and Marquinhos played.
Okay.
And I think he's one person you don't have to worry about being match sharper because he's done it for so long. It's like riding a bike. So for me, that I would not be surprised if Ziyech does not play in this game. Because if you're going to play over the top balls, who's better to do that from that right-handed side than Ziyech to Werner?
So you think Ziyech, Werner, Lukaku?
I think it's possible. I'm not saying I would play Havertz, Lukaku, Werner. Sorry, Havertz. For me, you paid how much money for him? At some point, you have to consider him a nailed-on starter.
True.
And again, it's just the way it is. So,
what about left wing back?
I want to see Chilwell in this match.
Even though, again, he hasn't played. He played 60 minutes against Weymouth.
Yeah, I do, because I want somebody who can come back on defense. For as great as Alonso is going forward, he has no pace. And that's going to be Salah there. So you're asking, and Trent. So you're asking Rudiger to take care of Trent and Salah. I think Chilwell would be better defensively in that area. And again, Chilwell's the future at the position. At some point in time, you're going to have to bring him into and put him in. So,
but when you consider that he hasn't, I get that. But when you consider that he hasn't played. And essentially it's 2 games into the season, so not a lot of people have game time. It's a thing of, I was thinking, I know Tuchel won't do this, but I was thinking, would Callum end up playing left wing back? He did a bit in preseason as well. Not like he's new to it.
I think it's an emergency type thing. And again, if you're going to bring in Callum, why might as well just play Alonso? Because at least he has a left foot. Because neither one of them are great on defense. I mean, Callum's a winger trying to play wing back, and so he doesn't have the defensive. He doesn't have the defensive chops. Really doesn't. He doesn't have the intuition of where to be, how to be. because he's not that. He's not a wing back. He's not a fullback of any sort. So for me, if you're gonna play Callum there, think about playing Callum there. Might as well play Alonso because at least you have the left foot there. It's just makes more sense for me because you can use that to widen the field. With Callum, he's always coming out on his right foot, and that kind of shrinks that side down and condenses it down. And if you have too many people in one area, you don't need as many defenders in that area because you've basically made a three men be defended by two by having them so close together. Because if everybody's coming in, because Werner's going to come inside, then that would be Callum coming inside, and then you've got one person, and you can pass them along. You can just pass them down the line. So you've got to have somebody who can stay outside and knock across it in, especially when you have Lukaku making runs in the box. I know that's not Alonso's strong point, but he can do it, and at least he has the right foot to do it.
Yeah, but I was thinking, I don't know. I think again, this is a big game. I would play Mount because in terms of off the ball stuff, we're going to have to do a lot. Mount is someone who will drop and tuck in. I know you would go with Havertz instead. But I don't know. I don't know if Havertz does that. I know he does put in the hard work, but I don't know if he'll be completely selfless and do a man marking job.
Well, if you watch the Arsenal match, he was the one dropping deepest of the two, because the right side was where we were going to finish the attacks from. Left side was going to be the possession side of the attack, right? So
Yeah,
Havertz was dropping deep, and I bring this stat up a lot. And when Germany played France, while Havertz and Conte were both on the field, Havertz covered more area than Conte. So this guy can do it all. You didn't get to see it a lot last year because of the injury and the virus he got. But you will see that this guy's only going to go up a gear this year. Because again, he's getting older and getting into his full man body, and he's already got the height and length advantage over Mount because his legs are longer. So if you're pressed, if I'm the person being pressed, I would rather have Mount press me than Havertz because I have an easier line of sight with Mount, and I can be a little bit less accurate with my passes because he can't stick out a leg to a certain point and block my pass. Where Havertz, longer legs, you have to be sure you're going to be able to get the ball around him. And people argue this point with me, and it's simple fact that yes, Mount might look like he's been in the weight room, but that's not the physicality I'm talking about. Simple fact is a larger man coming at you, number one, it's going to decrease your line of sight. Number two, you're going to try to get rid of the ball faster, which lends itself to more mistakes. So for me, and I think you'll see this come true to much of chagrin of a lot of people, Mount will not be a nailed-on starter this year because there are so many different combinations you can use on the left. And again, Havertz carried a Germany squad. Without Havertz, they go out in the group stages.
True.
So I didn't see Mount carrying an English squad with more talent in it.
True. But again, there are different sort of players in that sort of way. I haven't watched, like I said before, I haven't watched Havertz in Germany. So, or when he was in Germany at Leverkusen. So the only thing I have to judge from him is what he's done since he's come to Chelsea and Germany at the Euros.
Yeah,
and I haven't seen him have to do, and I know he can drop and create space and stuff like that. I know he works hard, but I haven't seen him necessarily do a job that's completely selfless or man mark players and stuff like that. And I'm not saying he can't do that. Maybe he can, but I haven't seen him yet, and maybe because Tuchel hasn't made him do it yet. That's
right, and that's the other thing people understand. Well, Mount does this. Well, he's directed to do so, right? He's not out there doing this of his own volition. Tuchel goes to him and says, "I need you to be the tip of the spear in pressing, and this is what I want you to do." He gives everybody explicit instructions how he wants them to play. I mean, that's what makes him such a good manager. He knows what player needs to do what on the pitch. And so if you can't hold that against Havertz, if Havertz is not told to do that, right? And, you saw him back at his defensive box in the Euros, and you saw it against Arsenal. He can do that. It's not as developed because he didn't have to do it as much as in the Bundesliga, because it's a different league. It's not as defensively sound as you would say the Premier League is. That's being nice, but he can do it, and he has all the attributes to do so. And again, he lends you more height, which is something we lack throughout the team. He gives you another target in the box. You can have Lukaku going far post, Havertz going near post, or vice versa, and you have two people who can put their head on the ball and put it in the back of the net. So I just think he brings an element, and it's not a slight against Mount. I always rated Mount as our top prospect when he played for Vitesse. For me, he was always our top prospect, but he's an 8 playing a forward. So he has some limitations in that aspect.
true.
So
True. Yeah. Again, I get what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that, and I think that's probably the great thing about Chelsea right now. We've got even though they may be inconsistent and stuff like that because they're young, but we've got so many forwards and so many forward options to choose from, whether it be Mount or Havertz or Werner. We spoke a bit about Ziyech. We still haven't spoke about Pulisic either.
yeah.
So
well, I try not to speak about him. I try not to speak about him, because it goes instantly, oh, he's just American talking about American. But I think Pulisic's going to have a fantastic season if he stays fit.
Yeah.
And I think he will. This is his first training camp in the Premier League. He's first time coming into the Premier League season without an injury. Of course, he tested positive. So hopefully it was a false positive and he actually didn't have it, because I know he's vaxxed.
Actually, something I wanted to ask, because we're about to end this now, but something I just wanted to ask. Is this a thing with Americans when it comes to them getting a lot of injuries when they're younger? Landon Donovan had it, I think. You also had Dempsey. He was quite injury prone. Is that just something Americans have, or? Well,
I think it's really hard to say. First of all, it's the way he plays, the torque he puts on his joints and his connective tissues is always going to be an injury concern. So he's had to learn to kind of run differently, maybe not do the extreme cuts, but it's really over muscle. In America, the kids, they're trained from their teenage years on weight training. And if you there's only so much muscle your body can handle as far as connective tissues, joints, stuff like that. So it's not really a thing as an American. It's a thing of poor training at an early age. He's played since he was 16 years old at a professional level. So that's, he's got 7 years already on his body. And I think it's a transition from boy body to man body as well. So he's learning all of that. And some of it could have been improper diet, all that stuff has to be worked out. With Lukaku, the reason he's so good now was diet. They found out that he had an adverse reaction to something, his diet from Man U, and that's why he had so much weight on. So they changed his diet up, and he dropped all that weight and put on all that muscle and looks like a totally different player. So diet, it has a lot to do with that. But I think that hopefully you'll see the best of him this year, because I think he could be brilliant with Lukaku. He reminds me the most of all our forwards of Lautaro Martinez.
Really?
Because of his because of his movement, the way he plays. So that's just me.
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's something. Oh, you mean Pulisic reminds you of Martinez?
Yeah, of Martinez.
Oh, okay. I was still thinking of Havertz. Yeah, but no, yeah, what you're saying is actually right, to be fair. And yeah, that's a question because that's something I've always thought about with Americans getting injuries. I thought that was like a thing. I don't mean that to sound like offensive or anything. I just thought that was a thing that they go through, because I know a few of them have had it. But yeah, that helps clears it up. We're going to end this now, actually, because we're 2 hours, 10 minutes in. Thank you, Andrew and Indiana, Will, Ryan for coming on, Hassan, Ahmed, Christian. Jester, can you tell them where we can find you?
You can find me at Jester's Vengeance. You can find me on Worldwide Chelsea Podcasts, Worldwide Chelsea, Carefree Lewis G. I guess you can find me here now sometimes too, if the schedules work right. So, yeah, I'm usually the person getting slated in the comments. So if you see some weird comments, I'm usually on that stream.
Now, Jester has his opinions. We all do, and just one thing I'll say is, before you attack anyone for opinions and stuff, always hear at least what they have to say. If you don't agree with them, that's fine, but everyone has a right to an opinion. But yeah, Jester, we'll definitely have you back on. We'll try and see if we can get you on a Chelsea show one of these times. We do them on Wednesday at 8 p.m. I don't know what time that is your time.
It's 2 p.m. my time, and I will be at work.
Oh, okay. Unfortunate.
That's the one I work Monday through Thursday.
Oh, okay.
All day long.
We'll work something.
We'll work it out.
Definitely, yeah. But yeah,
right.
We'll end the stream now. What was the outro? Peace, people.